and welcome back to Crafter Artosaurus. So we're on our Hardanger here, and as you can see I've worked out this end and I've done a little heart. So I thought, well, that really finishes it. So I'm going to show you how I did this heart on this end, and that way if you're making this along with me you'll be able to make one. It's really simple, says I with great gusto. So as our corner meets here, you can see it down here, I've just gone across and I've met it up with this. So here's my corner, just here. I'm just going to put my needle in so you can, so there's the corner I'm talking about. There we go, there's the corner I'm talking about. Sorry, I was in the wrong place. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on my camera today. There's the corner I'm talking about, and from there I'm going to go straight across to here. So I'm just going to move my needle across at the back, and I'm in the wrong place, but there we go. Am I in the right place? Yes, I'm in the right place to here. Can you see that? Here it is down here. If I go up, I cross there, and if I come across from this one over here and I follow my dots, dotting, 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 I need to be one up. So I'm just one off, one hole off. Checking again, yes, here, yes. I'm going to pull my needle up. Now that's actually the hardest bit of doing this heart, so don't get discouraged. It is easy. It's very, very easy. Now because this goes 3 holes across, that's all we do. We just go 1, 2, 3, down into that 4th hole. And as we come up, we're coming up on the next hole along. So can you see what I've done there? It's very simple. It's just the next hole along. I'm just going to pull that up, and I'm going to go 1 out from this hole. So it's just 1 hole out, and from there I'm going to not come up in that same hole. I'm coming further along, just the next hole, and I'm going to do that for 7. So that's 2. This will be number 3. So that's just the next hole along. Now it's number 4. So I always go into that same hole, and then I just go 1 hole along, 1 hole along. And this one, because I can see the thread, it's just easy to feel along the back, and the needle just comes up. It's almost automatic for me, and I'm holding it over my finger, having the fabric a little bit taut, but not too bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. Number 6. I'm just going to pull my thread, just holding onto this bit, so I pull it along a little bit more, not right to the end though, Paula. And we're just going to do 1 more. So that'll make it 7, like this. My needle is still going to go into the next hole. So here we go, into the next hole. Now this is when the fun starts. Okay, I'm splitting now for the middle of the heart. So see how I've done it down there? So all I've done is I've found the middle of this top one and brought it down, and that's where my needle's gone into. So you can see the middle of the top of the heart, and it comes all the way down, and there's my needle. So I'm in the correct place. And then I'm going to go, still go out 1. And all the middle ones now come straight to that same place. and I'm going to go out another one. So this is the third time I've gone out one, but now I want 5 with the exact same number. So here we go. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a proper knot. 3, 4, and this will be the 5th one I'm doing now. 5. I'm going to come 1 in front. There we go. I'm coming 1 in front of this one. Another one. The next one's coming 1 in front. And that's it, finished on that side. And we just do exactly the same thing on the other side, and you can see there's 1/2 of our heart. If you want, put your needle underneath and just move your stitches around, which will give it a nice fuller effect. I'm just going to thread my needle through the back. Am I still on? Yes, there we go. Threading it through the back. It's a bit messy because I had to change my thread. So I'm going to fix this all up in just a little bit. I'm going down, and then I'm going to come up. So I've caught my thread. This needs fixing, so I'll fix all those in a little bit. And I'm coming, there's where I should come up to make it even. I'm going 1 along, and from there I'm doing 2 of these that go out, but I'm going straight into that middle where I was. See how I'm 1 out on this side, into the middle where I was, coming 1 out, feels like I'm splitting that. Can you still see how I'm 1 out on this side? Now I'm going to do 5 exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my last one, exactly the same. Now I'm coming 1 in front of that one. I'm not going to join up, I'm going to be 1 in front and 1 in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, 1 in front. And now we have 2 hearts that beat as 1. Yeah, this would be really cool to do. I just realised Valentine's Day is coming, and I know I've kind of fumbled around today, but it is a very easy heart to do. You could easily just do a lovely heart, an embroidery heart. Now I've got to tie in all my ends at the back, and this is going to take me a little while because I've had a piece of thread that was too short, so I needed to stop and change that. So there's one thread sorted. Okay, I've made my little kind of loop thing that I like to make to pull yarn through. So I'm just going to put my needle through, take my yarn, put it through that hoop, and then I can just pull it through and then hand pull. And then from there I'm going up one, going all the way down, not going through the fabric, but there I've got my little loop, and I can put my yarn through, pull it through, and I'm just going to go over, put my yarn through the little loop that I've made and pull it through. Oops, that was my fault. I just need to go near the end of the yarn, there we go, and then pull it through. And that one's all nicely tied in now. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this one. Just putting my yarn through, getting my end, putting my end through, pulling it gently, going back down and through. I think I'm still in camera shot. Sorry if I wasn't. Sorry, I took my eyes off the camera for a second there. Just putting my end through, so not threading it through a lot, just a little bit there, the end. Once I've got it through, pulling it through, and I'm going to weave it, coming out a little bit early, my thread, and then just that little bit there going through, pulling this bit through, and once I have my yarn through, I'm pulling it gently. Now remember, there was a place on the bookmark where I did have a thread that I needed to weave in. Here it is, all the way up here. And so now, because I've got my loop, I can do this really quickly. I'm just going to go down here a little bit. So I've made a nice long bend there, and I'm just going to weave this, put this end through a little bit. Just got hold of that end, pulling it all the way through, and it's woven in. Done and dusted. Easy peasy. Now I'm taking the end off because what I'd really like to do is, you can see how it's basically ready. We're now ready to go in and nearly ready to do our buttonholing. But I would like just another row of stitches just along here and here. So I'm going to do one side and I'll turn you off and you can do the other side yourselves. It's very simple. You just weave it through the back. There we go, woven through the back. My end is in. And I'm going to come up here. My in shot, I'll just turn it that way. That might help a bit. There we go. So here's my end, which I'm very happy with, but I want my buttonholing to come out another one. So I'm just going to see how I've got the end of this one and the beginning of this one. I'm just going to do 5 across. So that's my one. Just satin stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is number 5. I'm going to miss 3. 1, 2, 3. Come up. And I'm going to come back the other way. Missing 3 on the 5th one. Line shot, yes. 1, 2, 3, and the 5th one is always against the stitches that I've done before. Now I'm going to take my needle and run it past these guys here. So it's already hidden. It's going to go where this one starts and that one. And I'm just going to do 5 across, just here. And it's different from over here. So I'm just going to do from 1 in, roll the way. Sorry, I'm off shot here. So from here to there, I'll just carry on doing the stitch across, and from there down to here, I will come down and I'll do that. So when I'm finished doing all of these, I'll come back and we'll sort out all of the edging. Okay, I'm back, and I've done around both sides that I wanted to do. So just on the end there. Now I've put my needle 4 stitches off from here. 1, 2, 3, and I've just pulled up a bit of thread. Now to buttonhole, I go straight down beside my thread, wrap the thread around the needle and pull through. And that's my first one. The second one is exactly the same, just next door. So I've got, you can see the 3 holes on my needle there. It's going to focus, 3 holes on my needle. So on that 4th hole, I've come up, I've wrapped my yarn around and I pull through. And that's buttonhole. It's as simple as that. And we're just going to do that all the way across. And because of the holes, it makes buttonholing so easy. It really does. It's the easiest buttonhole I've ever done has been, you know, right here doing Hardanger. It just seems so natural and easy. You've got your holes that you can see. You just wrap your thread around and you pull it on through. Now when you get to here, it does become a little bit, I guess because I did that first, but I really wanted to get those in. So if you wanted to, you could do your buttonholing first and then do those. But I like to do it first. I don't know why, but I don't think people do it first. They do it second or third or whenever. I'm just trying to make myself a bit more comfortable. I'm going to turn it on its side. So for me, it feels comfortable. I'm going to go straight in, 3, done. And I just follow this line all the way down. And the only time it changes is when I get to the end. I'm still in shot. I'll just check from time to time. And that's your overlocking done. And I've gone all the way along, and I'll check my back in a second just to check that I'm still in the right place and I haven't gone 5 or 6 over. So that was number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. this is number 4. And you see how we're nearly making the square here? So once I do this one, I'm going to be level with this one over here. So when we come around the corner, we kind of need to be, our bottom bit here needs to be even with this, to the bottom of the thread. So we're not there yet. You see how we're not quite there yet? Nearly, but not quite. So I just keep on going. And I'm keeping an eye on this thread here. So here we go. Now we're on the same thread as the next row, this row here. I have to get it so that this piece of thread now comes around, so at some stage we're going to stand up like that. So do you see? So we need to make a little curved bit here, and that's really, really simple. So I just go miss one and do one, go down, see where my thread is, miss one and do one, and now I'm coming around this way, and here I am. I missed 2. Oh no, I'm in the right place. So now I'm going to go along, so that would be right beside it, but no, I'm not going to do that. Remember, I'm missing one, so I'm missing a hole, and I'm going to come up. I'm just going to tighten that so it goes down. There we go. And this is my last one here. One, 2, 3, 4. Check my line, yes. So that's my corner, which is very pretty, I must say. I do love my corners. Now, finding the next one can be tricky because all of those stitches have all gone into the same hole. So finding that next hole can be tricky, but you need to hit it. You need to get that next hole in. Once you've found it, you're fine, and away you go again. 1, 2, that's only 2. 1, 2, 3, 4th one. I'm just going to check the back that I'm even, and I am. Can you see how even I am? So that's in the right place. So I'm going to go all the way down to this one, and then I'm going to do 2. 1, 2, 3. See that? I'm in the 3rd one. I'm just going to pull that up a bit. Now this time I'm going to do a different turn. So I want to go right up to here. And do you see what I've done? So I've gone right up to that one, and now I'm going to come over to this one, look underneath and find the hole. So can you see how I've done that? Wrap the yarn around, and so it's like starting a whole new line, but it does give a lovely finish, and I like that look. So that's 1, and it just, yeah, I really like that in those other places. So that's usually what I end up doing. Now we need to turn again. These are the hard bits here, but once you get going, it doesn't seem that hard. But I need to not turn now, because that would be the wrong thing to do. I need to, if I turn now, I would be in the wrong place. So I would be coming along here. So that's why I'm going to do another few more. 5 to be exact, or 4 or whatever it is, to get me to that other line. I think, so that's this one here that I'm on. It's still in shot, I'm sorry. There we go. And because I'm on a, it's got a knot in it, because I'm on an outer corner, I don't know, I call them outer and inners. So this is an outer corner out here. See how it goes out? This is an inner corner here, because there really is no corner, but there's the outer corner. And this one here is another outer corner. So I'm just going to go the second one. That's number 2 in there. The second one, so not the first one, the second one. That's number 3. Oh, and that's the same line as this one here. So now I'm going to turn. This is number 4. I'm getting into the same line as that one. I always move it and I find that line. See how you can see? And then push it back. And this will be my last one here. Just checking I've only missed one. Yes. And I'm going to hunt for that next one beside it, because I know it's there, but remember it's been kind of pushed against this one because of all the stitches in here, 5 of them. And I'm just checking I'm on the right line, and I am on the right line, and I'm going to go all the way across to here, because then we have what I call an inner circle, just here, an inner corner just here. And that's fine, because these are both going to be outer corners here. Whoops, that was fun. So here we go. We're just going to go all the way across, keeping on that same line. It's really simple once you get going. I'm making it look harder than what it is. I'm most probably over explaining it. I don't know what happened there. My phone turned itself off. So is it hot? I'm not quite sure. It does seem very hot in my art room this afternoon. I love it for the light. So here we go. So I'm nearly at an inner corner. So now I'm at that inner corner. See how it meets? I'm just going to pull my thread down a little bit. So to get to this bit here, I'm starting it in U. So I go straight to there. I lift this up so I can see where I'm coming. And I still wrap this bit around. Now, because I'm at the end of this V pattern, kind of this pattern here, I'm going to do a corner that goes all the way around. So you'll see me do it now. It's a nice little square. I'm still recording. Yes, I am. Okay. So that was my first one. This is my second one. My third one. My fourth one. Now you might want to replay this again a few times just to see what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know what's happening. My phone's turning itself on and off again, so we'll see how far we get this time. So we've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. this is my 5th one here, so I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go in that same hole, miss 1 into the 2nd hole. This is my corner coming up. I'm going to move my thread so I can see what I'm doing, and here's my corner one right there, putting it back. Now I need to find the 2nd one, and this is the last one I'm doing in this corner, but I need to move my thread so I can find it. It's just how I work with this. It just makes it easier for myself. Now I've got to find my 4th one. I think I'm in the wrong place. Yep. There we go. I'll be doing 3. 1, 2, 3. Hope I'm still in shot. So the next yarn that I put in, the next thread I do, is equal with this one here. So I'm turning the corner on this 4th one. I'm just going to check my back to see if I'm still right at the back, and I am. See that? All the way along, correct. So this is my 1st one here. Now the next one I'm going to miss 1 on, so I'm just having a look, finding my next one, my next hole. Am I still in shot? I've had to move my phone because it's just getting so hot it keeps on stop recording. And then I'm going to do, see how that is, and I'm now doing the corner one, so I'm missing a hole. See that? How I miss a hole. Wrap it around. I'm just going to turn my work. Now I want to do another one. I'm just checking I'm in the right place, and I am. Missing 1, doing 1. I've made a knot. Only to me can this happen. And this is the last one in that hole, but I'm just checking I'm missing 1 and doing 1. Am I still in shot? I think I am. I think that'll be my catchphrase for this Hardanger. Am I still in shot? Oh dear, I'm sure someone can do a song on that. My fabric's kind of in the wrong place, but we're just going to have to put up with it, aren't I? So I'm nearly down the end here, and I'm just looking for, I'm just checking I'm in the right place, and there will be 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, and this 4th one will take me to the end. 4. See that? So now we've got a lovely, absolutely lovely little, which we can, just a little square there at the end, which is just so sweet. That's what I'm looking for. Now we're actually at a sharp corner. See how it is on the other side? So that's where we went down and we came up in that same hole, and the thread that goes behind. So it's not actually making any overlocking stitch at all there, no buttonhole, but it's a setup for this next one. And this next one is we're going around, we're doing the outer loop on that one, And we're nearly, as you can see, we're nearly all the way around. And then it's just a case of going straight all the way down. That was exciting, wasn't it? Someone's car outside. So I'm just going to check I'm in the right place, because I feel I'm not. According to the back I am. Okay. Just seemed 1, 2. Oh no, we've got 3 on. 1, 2, 3. 4. And this is the next one is the turning one, but my thread is too short. See, it's so teeny weeny tiny. So I'm actually going to take this and put it in that hole. So the hole I've just, see there where I'm putting it, and if I pull that through, that's overlocked. See that? Now I just have to thread it through the back. So here we go, threading it through the back. Couple gazillion places. I'm just going to thread it through. And there. So that's what we've done so far. So I'll get some more thread on my needle and we'll come back and I'll finish all of this off with you, and then after we've done this last outer one, from there on it's straight just like that, which as you could see was easy peasy, and the other end is exactly the same as what we've done here. So you can just rewind and see what I've done here if you're following along and trying to give this pattern a go. It is a very simple, easy pattern. It's just me overthinking things at the moment. So it's all nicely threaded through the back. I'm happy. Yes. Now where my needle went down is where I'm coming up. So I'm just checking I'm in the right hole. And I'm not. You can actually see where you are in the back. Just a handy hint for those. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So I'm now going to push it through what I just, where are we? I'm not quite sure. So, sorry, my phone's at a funny angle now. I had to move it, so I'm not really sure if I'm in shot or not. I can't see what I'm doing at all. Oh, excellent. So I'm going to put it down on the ground and hope for the best. Yes, I'm hoping for the best. This is the last in this row. 1, 2, 3. Now, when we go to turn, because we're on the other side, we still don't do 5, remember, because we actually need to turn a corner. So we need to go a little bit further along. So we've done 5 and we're at this one, but we need to be at the end of this one. So we'll just do a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at this one. I'm in the 4th one. I'm just going to check my back because I'm a little bit concerned. But no, I'm in the same place all the way along. So I didn't need to be concerned. Now, for this to work, I need to see where I was and go one hole over. make certain my thread is wrapped around the needle. And I go into the same hole. I'm looking at my thread that I've just done, and there we go. We're at the end of the turn, and it's a little bit more difficult because we're now on the other side. One side of Hardanger is easier to do than the other, and at the moment we're heading towards the hard side for Paula. So yes, I don't quite know why that is. This one just seems to take more brain power on my part. So yes, please bear with me as I struggle internally for this. And then we go one over. Now, remember we're mirroring what's on this side, which is why we're heading towards this one. And when we're finished and we come along, we'll be at this one. But then we've got an inner corner. But because it's the opposite side, that's what makes it a little bit kind of, it just doesn't look right. I'm just finding the one beside and coming up. I might just turn my work and turn it to the correct side for me. Are you still in shot? I think so, I'm not quite sure. There we go. Okay, now, so we've done, we're into this one. It's wrapped itself around. I can't see where I am. It's starting to frustrate me. I'm going to have to move the camera so I can see where I am, so bear with me. I'll delete this or something, I don't know. Okay, we're going to try the camera here. It was a little bit kind of weird where it was. I'm just going to have to go back to front because I'm not holding my fabric correctly. Oh dear. Just ignore me. So we're still coming down, and we're going to go all the way to here, and this one is even with that one, so I'll just check. Yes, I am in the right place. Woohoo! Here we go. Now it's going to become really easy. There we go. And am I still in camera? There we go. The last one. Still in camera. Right. Now this is an inner corner. So we're at this one here. And we've got, let me check. Feels like we've missed one somehow. Yeah, I think we have. Well, I say we, I mean I have. Yeah, I think I have. So I'm just going to undo that. I feel I've missed one somewhere. So we'll undo that one. Undoing is a little bit more fiddly. Yep, I have. I'm not quite sure if I'll be in the right place when I come through. There we go. So there was another hole. Where are we? There we go. There's another hole just before that one. There we go. There. And now we are at the end. Right. There you go. This is an inner corner, so I go straight to there, look for where my thread is. Wrap around. That doesn't do anything. Remember, that's an inner corner. The next one will do something. So we've still got 3. 1, 2. Now this is another outer corner that we're coming up to. So if we turned here, we would be in the wrong place as we came. If we started to turn here, we'd be in the wrong place. So we need to keep on going. And here we go. This is our last corner, and it's looking really, really good. I'm very, very happy. So I'm just keeping an eye on that thread coming up in the second hole along, wrapping my yarn around. Yes, I'm still in shot. Wrapping my thread around. I'm in the right place here to carry on along here. And one more. Remember, there's 5 in this corner, and I'm just checking for my second hole. And here we go. And now it's just a case of following this all the way down until we get to the other corner. So I will carry on doing this off camera. Now you can tell you're in the right place as soon as I reach here. 1, 2, 3. So I know I'm in the right place. And you just carry on going all the way along, and when you get to here you'll go past this because this is an outer corner. We're going to swing around and out. Okay, so I'll see you as I come to finish over here. I think I'm off shot. Yep, I'll see you when I come to finish over here, and then we'll cut this baby out, and it'll, if you want to, you can finish it there, but I'm going to show you one more stitch that you can place in these places here and at the ends, and it's just an eyelet stitch, which is a lot of fun to do. Okay, so I'll see you shortly. Bye for now. Hi, I'm back, and as you can see, it's all finished. It was very close on this edge, and very, very close. That's all I've got to say. It was so close that I like panicked. But that's okay. So now we come to the fun part, which is the cutting part. Most people do dread this, and I can see why. It is a little bit scary, but once you get going, you're absolutely fine. So I actually, I start off cutting at the back here, just so I can see where I'm going. And you just take your time. So as soon as I get that first kind of cut in, I'm usually quite relaxed after that, but I haven't really got my first cut in yet, have I? Okay, let's get rid of this. So you kind of angle the scissors. Sorry, my dog's coming. So that's the noise you can hear. She's making lots of noise at the moment. So I'm just going out from where I am. I'm going to pull that one out and very gently turn it over and cut it. And fix up the little bits here. Oh, I'm sorry, she's brought a toy in, so it's going to get very noisy in a second. Yes. My husband's going outside to hit golf balls, so she might go out with him, but I doubt it very much. So there we go. We're just slowly cutting on an angle. Just coming down here now. And once I get my scissors in, as you can see, I'm away and I'm happy. And I have had a friend who was actually the lady who taught me. She got a disease where she lost mobility, and so she was cutting and her hand played up on her, and so she ended up cutting some threads. So all you can do when that happens is glue it, and you'd think, well, that's not going to work, but it does. Trust me, been there, done that, so worked. I was surprised, she was surprised. So it was something we both learned at the same time. Yeah, I do like to, I'm kind of cutting this the wrong way. I usually go from the bottom up, but I guess it's been a while, so I might just come down here, because also something I used to do is cut. And again, I'm angling those scissors away. And you see how I have that thread there? Well, I know further up the thread is already cut. So now I can pull it. Except for it's not, of course it's not pulling. Here we go. I'm just going to take the scissors off my hands. That might be a bit healthier, a bit more helpful. So it is fiddly, but there you go. Now I've got that thread out, and you can see the cutting line. So just by pulling that one piece of thread out, my cutting line has become super, super easy. And again, I've got my scissors on an angle, like, so they're not straight up and down, they're like that, they're on an angle. So you're always cutting on an angle, never straight up and down, because you want to go behind what you've done. So this is just, it's just how you do it. So I don't know if it's all in shot, but I think it is, and you're seeing what I'm doing. There we go, and that's all nicely cut. See how beautiful that is? I love cutting, so much fun. So I'm actually going to cut from down here that way on an angle, little cuts, but it's that one there I want. I think it's that one there, and then I can pull. Sorry, I didn't bring a needle in with me, otherwise I'd be using my needle. There we go. See how I've got that nice line again? So from there, again, always on an angle, never up and down. You just cut it away. Turn it over, have a look. Just cut anything quite close. And again, I'm going this way. Cutting this way. These are just little ones here, and I seem to find those easier to cut. See, I'm becoming more. You just take your time. You never really, it's not really a zoomy thing. Even when you become a bit more experienced, it's never really the time that you go, oh yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Just take your time, because the last thing you want to do is to cut any of this. So I'm trying to keep that all nice and tidy. There we go. That one there. And I think I can pull, yep, there we go. This one again, I'd really like to pull. So I'm just going to go up here. Just makes it a little bit easier when you cut. So I'm just going to get that all nicely cut off down here. Again, never up and down, always on an angle. I think I'm still in shot for all this. And thankfully, it's quite a bit later this evening actually. I've had tea and everything, and my husband took me out, and I had a little bit of a treat. So it was very nice. A bit spoiled really. Just taking my scissors off again, and I'm trying to pull just that one there, and if I can, there we go, something to pull onto. So just very gently, just pull it through, just very, very gently. There. And now I've got that lovely line there, and it just makes it so much, it's just easier to cut. And I'm still on an angle cutting here, but because I haven't got that anymore, it just makes it easier. There. I might just see if, yep, there we go. It's always these corners that you have the little extras in, so you just very carefully just trimming that off. Right, there's the back, and there's the front. Now, if we want, we can leave it there. That's absolutely fine. It's finished. You know, it looks great. Apart from I'm not that happy with something over here, but that's okay. It can be finished, and it does look very, very pretty. But I would really like to do the eyelet stitch in here and here and at the ends. I think that would be nice. I'm not so sure about in here. I just wondered if maybe it would be a little bit too lacy. So I'll see how I feel about it after I've done a few eyelets. Okay, I'm back and I've got my needle and thread. So it's the number 8 cotton pearl. And I'm going to start here. But before I start, I like to thread my cotton through the back. So here we go, thread. It's only going to take a few seconds. And I think for this one, I would like to start the eyelet stitch just over here. And in this corner here. Righty-ho. So in the corner, no, I think I'm one away. There we go, right in the corner. The eyelet stitch is really, really simple. It's something I've always loved doing. So you just go in every hole. So in the middle here, you just go to the place next door. Sorry, I don't know if I'm in shot. Yes, I am. And you just pull it, and as you go, you'll see that as you're pulling, it just opens up the hole in the center. It's a very relaxing stitch. And I think a lot of the tablecloths and that I had the stitch in it at some point, and I just turned my project. I am a little bit unusual, I do know. There are people who pattern and then cut and then do all of their weaving, which is how we did this first bit here, and then after all of that they do their buttonhole all around, and then the project's finished. I'm inclined to carry on going. Why not? The project's finished when I say it's finished. The pattern might be finished, but I might not be finished. I might want a few little bells and whistles in there. So yes, and I did on my last big tablecloth I did, which was for myself. I actually did all of, just did a stitch all around the sides of the table that I wanted on the fabric. That was Hardanger fabric, and then from there I made the patterns up as I went, and there you go. That took a bit longer, but you can see the lovely little stitch it's created, just a little hole in it. And as you pull that last bit, kind of pull it tight, and you go to where you're going to go to next. And I'm just going to travel on down to the next area, pull it tight, go into the corner, and just keep on doing that eyelet stitch. And it's just so pretty. I quite like it. So yes, so I will carry on doing this, and I will come back and you can see the finished bookmark. But as I said, it can be finished already. It's just me doing little bits and pieces to it. Well, that's it. The eyelet stitch is all done. Now, I did decide in the end to do the bits in the middle. And I do love how this variegated thread has made this lovely pattern on here. So a nice dark over here, and it's dark over here. It's also dark at both ends, but then there's this lovely lightness, and I love how it's kind of just opposite each other. It just looks so funky. So I'm very happy with how this looks. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, thumbs up would be great. And leave a comment, would be wonderful also. If you would like another project like this, please tell me, and that way I can put it on my list of things to do, and we'll have a little bit more Hardanger fun at another time. But now it's time to go on to a different form of sewing, so I don't know what it is going to be yet, so you'll be as surprised. Oh no, I lie, I do, because we're going to be doing birds. So that'll be fun. I'm going to leave you now with a few stretching exercises that you can do. That's right, join in my cat Cinder here as we leave. So until next time, I hope life is treating you fine and that you can relax and enjoy some crafting. All right, bye for now.